right, guys, I need to clean my vehicle here, and I'm just gonna shoot a nice little video for you guys about a couple quick protection products that add probably anywhere from 30 to 60 days. They're kind of newer products on the market now, and not brand new, but they're fairly new. And to me, they're new, as I've never used them before. But to clean this, all right, my car's a little bit dirty. We're gonna do a waterless wash, and I'm gonna use the foaming F914 foaming rinseless wash. This is McKee's. I think it's their newest product, and it's a foaming rinseless wash concentrate. I don't need the foam today. What I want to use it for is because it's got double, I would say, like the surfactant power that the regular N914 has, and I like the cleaning ability of this, not leaving anything behind. So I want to clean that because I'm going to put some quick spray-on sealants on this vehicle. Anyway, let's play around with different sealants, and let's get started with the wash. We'll be using the F914 from McKee's first. All right, so I'm going to use this bottle. It's just red stained, and I've been using different red products. This one is another one in there. The F914 says about an ounce. What does it say? For waterless washing, an ounce for a gallon. Well, I have maybe a quarter of a gallon, if that. And I'm going to use about 15 milliliters, so about a half an ounce. You guys adjust it to how you want. I am not really following this, but that's what I'm using here today. All right, so what makes waterless washing so fun and easy for me, that I really enjoy it, is you just make this up out of a concentrate. It doesn't cost much, and all you got to do is spray and wipe. We're going to saturate the panel. You can use a pump sprayer, you can use a trigger sprayer. I got these little solo battery powered sprayers because they give you enough pressure to, I try to like loosen and push the dirt as much as possible off the vehicle, and then I wash it. I'll show you. All right, and here's an example. I know I'm going to try to work on the front for you guys, but here's some dirt right here, and I guess a leaf that's stuck there. So we grab our spray, and if you want to spray from the bottom up, that's fine, but you can see how it starts to knock the dirt down. And this solution, look at that. You see how that blows the dirt down? That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to kind of rinse it off there. Now look at, see, with a battery powered sprayer, you get a little bit of extra power there, and you're rinsing the dirt off. So before you go to wash it, you've knocked off all that loose dirt. That's a perfect example right there. All right, so now I'll get a towel, and I like kind of fluffier towels, and you can give it a little bit of pre-treatment to wet it, and then you're just gonna wipe. You're gonna check your towel here. I like to like move the towel around. I'm gonna wet this a little bit more here, and then I'm gonna keep on wiping. Now the back is very dirty, so you just make sure that you're working with a clean side. Look at, there is the leaf. So let me get that off, but I'm done using that side. I'm gonna use this side. And what I'm gonna do actually is get the clean side, and I'm just gonna dry right here. And then I'd move on to working over here and working my way around the vehicle like that. All right, so you can see we've cleaned this side here. It is nice and clean, and then you see how dirty that is over there. Very simple, just to show you guys how that works. All right, guys, I'm gonna do this whole hood here. All right, now I'm gonna show you up close how this product breaks down the dirt and debris. I know it's hard to see with this light here, Let me see if I can get in the way. But you see all that dirt, how it loosens it up, it gets it lifted, clumped up and lifted. So when I come and wipe, you can see this side here, there is nice and clean. But when I come to wipe, look at the dirt there. So I want to bring this down. You see how it keeps moving the dirt along. All right, everything's nice and clean. Beautiful. You know, it's clean feeling and a little bit soft, not real slick at all. So, you know, what you could do is you could always clay the hood. It doesn't need that. I think I've clayed it recently, but it doesn't feel very slick at this point. I might have used like the wash and wax rinseless last time. I forget what I've used, but something real minimal. So, and the hood really doesn't have the ceramic coating real heavy anymore. I've even polished on there. So the hood is the weakest part of the protection. And at this point, it feels pretty negligible. So this will be good to put the products on there for sealing. All right, guys, what I'm gonna do is I've got some prep spray. This is not the Geon spray, it's just Geon bottle. But I'm going to go ahead, and spray this. And part of this hood is in the sun. Plus I wanna use this up here. So let's just use all of this spray as best we can. Put more down here since it's in the sun. All right, so I used up most of that spray there and I've let it sit a little bit. Let's get our towel here. We're gonna just wipe this panel. Very simple. We're just cleaning the panel and make sure that the surface is clean at this point. Nothing left on it. All right, now, you know, it's clean to the touch. Actually, it got a little bit smoother. So maybe that cleaned off any contamination on there. I don't really know, but still not super smooth or slick. All right, it's time. Let's put on Nexen Ceramic Express. You can use this wet or dry. You can spray it on and rinse it off for areas like your wheels or intricate little areas. Today we're doing a dry application, and I think this probably lasts anywhere from 1 to 2 months. And I have not tried this. It is a brand new full bottle, so we're gonna try it out. I'm gonna spray it on the surface. I'm gonna wipe it in, and then I'm gonna buff it off. All right, I've got it all shaken up here, and let's go ahead. I'm gonna give it, that's probably more than I need. And I'm gonna give this towel a nice little spritz there. And I think you can put this all over your car, on your glass, your trim. I don't see why not. And I'm just going to, let me back up here and I'll wipe it in. We'll do half of this hood. Half of it's in the sun, half of it's not. So we'll see how that plays out. They probably want you to, all right, that towel's not gonna work. They probably want you to not use it in the sun. I tell you what, right now, it is slicker under my hand. Definitely feeling the slickness on this. Wow, very, very nice. The towel's not flying around, but it is definitely slick. All right, let me flip it over and give it a nice buff. It's a huge difference, you guys, underneath this towel from applying it. That's nice. All right, so we got that over there. Let's let that one cure. Let me put this in the now dirty bin. Let's get another towel here. All right, next up at bat is Quiver. Is that how you say that? I'm not sure. But this one says, you know, wash your vehicle. You can apply wet spray quiver coat evenly over the surface. Allow the product to dwell for 30 seconds and rinse it off and dry for a high gloss. Or if you want to do it, mist it on to a premium microfiber towel. Apply in straight lines and use a clean towel to buff off. So pretty much identical to the other product. Let's try it out. I've got it in a spray bottle here. Guys, I know it'd be nicer and more stable if I put the phone down, but I have to make sure it keeps recording because it's so hot, the phone turns off. That's the problem with summer. That's why I don't make a lot of videos during summer. All right, we got it shaken up. Let's give it some nice sprays. Let's keep it to this side. That's probably plenty. And let's put some on the towel there. I saw some kind of little... All right. Let's apply this the same way. Now as it goes on, I can feel that it's wet and I don't want to say tacky, but not as smooth. And actually, this one doesn't feel... Let's give it a chance here. All right, let me flip this over. So far it's... Oh, when I flip that towel over though, oh, it's coming into play, guys. Yeah, that slickness is definitely there now as I'm drying. Very, very nice. Just like the other one, and I want to say even a smidge better. Like just on application alone, between the two, this one, the Ceramic Express, started feeling the slickness faster, like seconds into it. Whereas the Quiver product on the other side, I had to flip the towel over and actually get it start drying. And then it really felt the slickness more so than this side. So already slicker as the drying is going on over there. Both feel awesome though, both awesome. The scent, I kind of noticed the Quiver more, but nothing great. Yeah, the Quiver smells like a JDM squash type of product there. This has no scent. Not even a bad scent, not a chemical scent, nothing. It's just blank. All right, so we've given these things, I don't know, 5 minutes to sit here. Let me do a little, oh yeah. That feels fantastic. It's hot down here where my hand is touching, but right here, nice and cool. Definitely helps the slickness from before the wash. It wasn't slick that much, so very nice. Let's see this side. Oh, it's hands down amazing over here. This feels good. This is top level here, top notch, guys. Yeah, even in the sun, this feels nice. It's still hot here. Yeah, fantastic. I even want to say the gloss level. You can't see anything from this side, but putting the sun over there, they both look really nice. This one just seems to have this top layer of gloss to it. So, excellent. All right, so I washed the car. I did my waterless wash, and we did one way of applying it dry and wiping it off like a detail spray. So let's try. Now this is a foaming high surfactant one, but let me do it like this. And let me get the next end. I'm gonna spray it on, and we're gonna try this like a, I guess like a drying aid slash, type of treatment. So this would be something as after you washed it, or if it was still wet. Maybe you were doing a waterless wash or a rinseless wash, huh? It's smoother here, but it's not like the front. It is nicer though. So that still works. That still works like that. You're adding protection as you're drying. So if you had leftover rinseless wash, plus your rinseless wash would probably be more diluted. So you might even have more effect doing it that way. All right, and let's be fair with this. So let me give a couple sprays here. And let's get the quiver. This stuff just feels good. I like it. Smells good. Yeah, it's a slicker product for sure. Yeah, it's definitely more slick here, and it feels better. Yeah, this is, if I'm buying a product, it's good right here. All right, guys, and I just put a little half gallon in there. I'm gonna add a little 15 mils of the F914. It actually should be a lot less than that, but we're gonna use this. And let me throw a towel in here. This will be our rinseless wash, because we're gonna try it with rinseless wash, just to see. I barely even put any. Look at how that gets nice and sudsy. That's a high surfactant product there. Because we're going to be spraying this on as a drying aid. All right, and this one over here let's get the towels, let's dry this. Okay, so you got the next Zen up here. I mean, this was a dirty panel, cleaned with the F914. Next Zen. Here we got the quiver. I mean, the gloss is phenomenal. All right, let's move in and see how that was a real drying aid on a wet surface that was rinseless wash versus waterless wash, and it feels good, even a little bit better than doing a waterless wash. And that's probably because when I make the waterless wash, it's even more concentrated than the rinseless wash. So yes, next Zen felt good. Quiver's better. Quiver is better feeling. Now the hydrophobics, you know what? They're gonna bring hydrophobics to the vehicles for sure. I'm not gonna pull them out. I'm not gonna spray them down and get them wet, because I already have hydrophobic underneath it, so, and I don't feel like wetting the car anyway. You guys would understand that. And the last way to apply this product, or both these products, would be to spray and rinse. I think that's probably the least effective way, and although it may work, I don't see it being as good as some of the other ones that are dedicated to that aspect of protection. These are multi-application products that do that as a side effect, spray and rinse. But I think if you stick with your Geons, if you stick with your Envokes, with your McKees, can't go wrong with those as spray and rinse products. All right, guys, so I hope you liked the video. Today we did a waterless and rinseless wash with the F914 just for cleaning, because it has such good cleaning power. You saw it on the video. And then we wanted to try these two new spray detailer sealant type products. I always love quick spray detailer sealant type products. Now I'm questioning, I bet you can probably dilute these to make them a real just detailers, you know, quick detailer, and get more bang for your buck. Will lessen the longevity, but you could probably hit them with a 1-to-1. I'm not saying to do that, but you probably could. Now, both of them, pretty much same exact applications. No smell on the next end, a nice mild smell. You know, it reminds me of a squash. I think, you know, it looks kind of like a blueberry color. Could be something, it's something fruity. And they both apply the same. They both work pretty nicely. They have nice shine to them. Very easy to use. We did them in the half sun, half shade. So both pretty identical in all of that. The slickness is where this one shines. It's just a lot further, a lot more slick than the next end. So if I'm gonna buy one, I'm definitely picking the Quiver. I think that's a fantastic product. Thankfully, I got the gallon of it, and I only bought a small bottle of this one to try. Not a bad product at all, but this one has a nice scent. That one has no scent, you know, so just this one is just a better product. And if I recommend to you which one, I say go with Quiver. Guys, hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Guys, don't forget, when you're doing a rinseless wash method with towels, the towels are coming out of here and they're leaving this clean because you're not re-dipping. So I'm out of solution. I can just use solution from that rinseless wash as a pre-spray. So now I still have a little bit left. I can put another towel or two in there, and I've got another half bottle for my pre-spray. None of it's contaminated. That's why multiple towels are great. You're not putting contamination back on the car. That's also fantastic for that reason as well. All right, let's see if we notice any difference. Quiver side, nice. The second throw I threw up. First throw, nice. Second throw. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's just a slight bit behind the quiver. Still good, but just a little bit behind the quiver.